How you been? I see you.
If you
Been good. It's been a while since I've been here. We got tables.
You got legs?
And we got fucking legs.
People call you.
I still remember you leaving her hanging there, joke.
Oh.
You're not gonna work.
Doesn't it look great?
It looks so good.
Oh wow.
What?
I
Where'd
gotta
everybody
find that
go?
episode on YouTube.
Wow.
If it was recorded. Damn, yo, Kim's getting ready.
I see you ate one. You helped put me through college. Thank you.
And it was a pleasure.
Yay. I thank you for my education.
How you been?
Alright, dude. It's good.
You good?
I got my education $1 at a
I'm
time.
actually smoking right now, like right before.
You what?
Oh, my bad. I'm smoking right now. I'm sorry if I'm like, my body's
Headset is
or
down.
whatever.
Okay, are we ready to start?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm here.
Maybe we'll talk later. Oh shit! What up, Mo? What's up? Follow me.
Wind.
What?
Hey Kim,
Get over here.
Yes.
let's enjoy the show.
Fuck up there.
Yeah, man.
Yo, when's in the
Ready?
club?
Yeah.
Rodney,
Okay.
kick me
I
out.
don't know what.
Rodney first.
Okay, Rodney first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unknown Theater here in Horizon Worlds. This is the This is Joke Club. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your two hosts, Rusty and Win Magic.
That is called practice because it was supposed to have been Rodney first and then.
Okay, let's try it again. Try it again.
Try it
Start
again.
over.
You kind of
You
fucked
can
up
do
the intro
better than
too,
that,
so you might
Crow.
you kind of fucked up the intro too, so you might as well do it over. Let's just do it.
Yeah, you can do
motherfucker.
better.
Again.
I believe in you.
Stage right. Toss the stage
got
then.
this, bro.
You got this, bro.
Ladies
I
and gentlemen,
believe
welcome to the Unknown Theater here in Horizon World. This is Joke Club. Now give it up for your teacher tonight, Rodney Ramsey.
Flawless intro. I don't need fake farts. I'm doing it for real
My baby's
right now. Yeah, man. Welcome to another episode of Joe Club. Fucking so many. We got some new faces, some old faces. Yeah, this is great. I just want to get this class started so everybody can get a shot here because I think we're all going to be doing beta tonight, which is super awesome. And Sam Norton's in the house, so we got a co-teacher, so you get double the notes. And Sam's notes are way more brutal than mine. I love it. Way more insightful at times. I love it. Okay, so whatever, I do a little bit off the top just to say I finally finished producing this little. I had a two show run I did with a concept I came up with, and quite frankly, it was one of the hardest concepts that I've ever done. I had to learn my set in a new language. It was very difficult. The first time was the month of learning was very difficult. Going on stage actually wasn't that difficult, and then doing it a second time wasn't that difficult. The whole production was a lot of fun. So all this to say, I want to keep reminding everybody here that you might be a comic and you might also be a comic producer. You might be a producer and not a comic. You kind of don't know. And I have a lot of fun doing productions. It will make you stronger as a comic because you'll have to learn how to make a poster, sell your event to the people, create a universe for your show. Like your show has to mean something, and that's what communicates with people, right? That's why my show was able to sell, because it communicates people. Let's see if you can look at a poster and it communicates what you want right away. You got something that'll sell to people. Then they got to come and then you got to probably host or headline that show, which makes you even more powerful. You know what I mean? So the whole thing, and then you got to book. You know what I'm saying? And and booking means a lot too. Like when we book these shows and we schedule the acts that come on stage, we're not just saying Rusty goes here and Simon goes here and Amish goes there. Nah, man. We're like, yo, Rusty goes here for this reason. Amish goes here for this reason. That's something you have to learn yourself. So I highly, highly recommend producing a show. You guys, you have the greatest fucking venue in the metaverse here. Like, use us, right? We will help you build your posters. We will help you production, but like yes, that's right. In the most filthy way you can possibly think, Dookie. So yeah, remember, we're a source of knowledge for you. We have a venue here. We can help you. And like, unfortunately, we don't have enough shows for everybody all the time. We're trying, but if you guys can always make your own shows, man. Okay, this is your spot. We're your fam, right? We're not your bosses. We are your fucking colleagues and your friends, and we're here to help you evolve. So remember that. Like, production is another way to up your comedy game, and it'll make work for yourself, which is what comics do every fucking day, because we're the biggest hustlers in the entertainment business. Yeah. Okay. Let's start this bitch. Huh? Yeah. Okay. I believe we have two hosts. Woo! Yeah. Let's get him out here. Yo, you know what? You can do your intro. You're on mute, Crow. Yeah, you can do your intro, and let's start this class up, man. Let's get everybody on. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Vinny! That's a great speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unknown Theater here in Horizon World. This is Joke Club. Now, give it up for your two hosts tonight, Rusty and Win Magic.
Duo. Thanks, everyone. So we got two hosts tonight. The reason we have two hosts is because we're trying something new with the beta show, because I am fucking out of here for the next 3 weeks. I'm going to be in Europe, and Win Magic is going to be taking over. So we're going to work together tonight and at the beta show and see how it rolls. You know how it works. If you want to do the joke club, come up to the front row so I'm not picking people that don't want to be here. And we're just going to roll with it from there, okay? We got a lot of comics, so I'm assuming we're going to do like a 3-minute and then light at 4, but we got to keep it tight, okay? Because we don't have a lot of time.
That's not how we roll here. It's 3 minutes. You get your light at like 2. We might let you go
3
a
and
little
2?
longer if you're already in the middle of a joke. But yeah, we want to give everybody a turn. So yeah.
Okay, so 2 minutes. 2 minutes, light at 2, get 1 more minute. All right, so go ahead. Do you introduce the first? Go for it.
I want to say first, I want to thank Rodney and Simon and Crow and Rusty for letting me. I asked them if I could do this, and because I'm going to be starting my own real world open mic in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I actually find myself a little not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. And so I asked them if, while Rusty was away, I could help host. And they said yes. So thank you for, having the confidence that I can do okay. So
Hell yeah.
I guess with that, we'll bring up our first comic. How about Oki Kim?
Wow, you can jump on stage.
Not always, but when we have steps. Okay, so. Oh, crap, I forgot that. I can throw this, I can't throw that. What? Rodney, what'd you do?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
All right, so I just got one joke. Actually, a story. There was a supervisor that I had years ago that he was a jerk, but I was terrified of getting in trouble with him. Not because he was a jerk and not because I thought he'd hurt me or anything, but Doug stuttered, and that's not why I was afraid of getting in trouble. But his stutter was pretty bad, and when he got excited, I overheard him talking about fishing one day. And when he got excited, he made these weirdest noises, and he'd be talking about fishing, and all of a sudden he'd go, "Daddy, Daddy," and I just knew if I got in trouble, this man would start yelling at me, and I would not be able to keep from laughing. Could you just imagine? Kim, you shouldn't have done it. I really want you to do it. Could you keep a straight face? I couldn't keep a straight face. So I was a very good employee because I didn't want him to yell at me so he wouldn't start going, "Daddy." That's all I got. See? Look at me. I'm
I got a couple notes. No, go back. I got a couple quick notes. So I think for that joke to work a little bit better, I think just so people don't think your poor boss has a like learning disability, you gotta like kind of like preface like how smart he is and like, you know, normal guy. But the only thing is you know what I mean? That just to like balances out. I don't want to people feel bad for the guy, then they're not gonna laugh at the joke.
that's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah.
Also, and I understand this is like a joke that you just wrote and it's not like, but I don't know. I feel like you can almost preface it with something. I kind of don't know. So whatever, I don't know. But the end, I think I think the joke has this guy actually yelling at you for something. You know what I mean? Like I think you got to go there, and I'm not trying to write your joke for you, but maybe he doesn't even go there. Maybe it's like the most beautiful English you've ever heard or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe you flip it in the end or something. But yeah, I think there's more to it. I think you got a little more chunk to go before the joke is done. I don't know. What do you think, Sam?
I was just gonna say, I think it's terribly unfair that your boss, who, whenever you have a boss, like the only good part about having a boss is being able to shit on him, and with him having a disability, it's like unfair.
Right?
That you're like, fuck this guy. I mean, not his stutter, him, but like also his stutter makes me laugh. But like, like the uncomfortableness of like wanting to shit on somebody with a disability.
That's a hilarious angle.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's unfair. It'd be like if Elon Musk was all of a sudden like paralyzed, and also you found out he was like I don't know, like he had cancer. It's like you want to make fun of the guy, and then you're like, oh, okay, fine. We can't
Like
punch
when I
down
found
now.
out my biggest high school bully was in an accident. He was paralyzed from the neck down. I didn't know how to feel about that.
Is that real?
It's real, yeah.
That's how you
Put
learn
those
this
two
joke,
things
I think.
together.
Yeah, that's
He's
how
since
you.
passed, but
Yeah, those things go
He's passed,
together.
dude.
Absolutely, those two things together. I think Sam is absolutely right.
Yeah, you
That's your
you
angle.
keep having
Yeah.
bullies that you can't make fun, like that
That's
nobody has
amazing.
sympathy for you. They just go like, oh, but you're bullied.
I don't know.
Oh,
You have the
man.
worst
bullies.
luck in the world,
So
man.
maybe you do get in trouble just to bring out his disability. Like,
Okay.
That's your revenge. Anyways, yeah, I think the joke's got legs, man. That's a fucking great angle. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's got
What-
legs, unlike your old bully. Come on now. man.
What
if every time,
paralyzed from the neck
what-
down?
Well, he's
What if
dead
every time he
now.
makes that noise,
He's
dogs start
dead
howling?
now. He's dead.
That's how you end the joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very
Hey,
much,
Lynn.
Kim, for that. Now we know that Christopher Reeve used to be a bully, and
Oh.
and I also used to have a speech impediment and stuttered when I was younger, and I only do it now when I get nervous. So with that
I'm
said,
sorry, Wind. I won't make that joke. I'm
oh,
sorry.
absolutely make that fucking joke. It's
That's my own
hysterical.
face.
I was in the back dying laughing. Blue, you're up. Let's bring up Blue,
Oh,
my
thank
medicine.
God. Thank God I just
Blue.
peed. I had the foresight to pee. Like,
Thanks
do you
for
guys-
sharing.
Yep, I'm really high. Guys, I am so fucking pissed off.
How pissed off are you?
I'm so pissed off, I could burn down my whole fucking place. You know how I said I wasn't gonna go postal? I might just go postal, guys. Amazon is like the most... I'm joking, maybe. Amazon is like... It's like the reverse of Disneyland. It is like where fun went to die. Like Amazon...
Yes.
Amazon, guys, it is probably the best thing that was ever created, but like for fuck's sake, can it get automated already? Like, can I have a moment where I get to say, they took my job? Good. Good. I don't care that they took my job. This job is worth taking. I'm okay if some fucking robot is like printing out fucking barcodes and looking at inane bullshit. Do you know how many dildos I have to see a fucking day? A day?
Magical.
How many?
Yeah,
That's
but
what I was wondering.
yeah, but like Well, it's a countless number. It's like, how many times have I fucked? How many times have I smoked cigarettes? How many times have I did acid? I don't know any of the numbers of these fucking things, but it just is, you know? And what gets to me, right, is I'm on the computer, right? I'm doing my job that I've been doing for at least 3 years now. And this lady comes up to me, this Dutch lady with the thickest accent. She's just like, Blue, I have to teach you. I have to teach you, Blue. And I'm like, okay, cool. What are you going to teach me? I am going to teach you this. And it's like the fucking shit I've been doing all fucking week, all fucking year, of every fucking day. And this woman, right? This woman blatantly shows me disrespect. She blatantly tells me I'm bad at my job. She blatantly is like, you belong in the garbage. And I'm just like, what? What did who hurt you? Who hurt you, ma'am? And at this point, I'm just like, listen, can we have someone else teach me? I can't have you teach me because I don't know what the fuck you're saying, lady. And you're telling me to click this, but no, you don't want me to click this, click that. And also, we opened this thing up and that thing's fucking useless. We don't use that anymore. Why did you have me fucking open it? I don't fucking know. All I know is I need to get the fuck away from this woman before I have a goddamn aneurysm.
Nice. Oh,
all right, what do I got?
Come back here, Blue. Nice. I love how you're really leaning into the ranting aspect. I think you're really good at it, and I think that it's definitely the direction for you. I was really feeling the I want robots to take my job angle. I fucking love it. Everybody's always against it. I'd like to hear a little bit. I think that part of the joke has more legs.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that somehow you can tie it into this bitch too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know what that looks like, but like,
can the robots take her job?
Buddy, I don't know. I'm not writing this joke. You are. I'm just saying. Yeah. Obviously, like there's something. Obviously, you know what I mean.
I'm just spitballing.
Yeah, the narrative with the robots. I think that's not something you job. I really enjoyed it, and I think that's a great angle for the joke. But,
awesome.
That's me. Hey, what do you got, Sam?
The only thing I could think of, I don't know if you want this angle, but you know how whenever you were a kid and you found out that Santa wasn't real?
Yeah.
Now, as an adult, you're finding out what elves actually like. You're a dirtbag Christmas elf, just packaging dildos all the time.
Yep.
Oh, the dildos.
No, I love that angle. So last Christmas I said that exact same thing. So I'm glad you reminded me.
Yeah, and maybe the I don't know, and this Dutch chick, you could be like, yeah, that's who Santa actually is, and I can't wait for the robots to take her. I don't know. I just thinking that'd be a funny.
So should I wait? Like, should the robots take our gerbs? Should that be the last part, or like?
Wait, listen, and again, the joke's going somewhere. I don't want to you know what I mean, but I don't think you need to drop the robots. I think the robot angle is funny, and I think you can bring it back somewhere down the line. Although, thanks for bringing up the dildos, buddy. I just think it was so funny if you found like an exact number, because they know Amazon knows how many dildos.
364.
You know what I mean? Like an hour, right? Like whatever.
Yeah.
It would be so funny if you just figured out and you got some crazy outlandish number. So people were like, really, that many dildos are shipping daily? I think it's so funny because who has that information? You know, you do,
yep,
Blue.
I
do.
And then you could also be like, I've touched all of your dildos.
Yep. I have. Everybody in this room with a dildo, I totally touched it.
That's fucking hilarious. That's so good. Yeah,
yeah,
I am your mother, Blue. You do not touch my dildos. You dirty little boy.
Yeah, you give a number and it's like, yeah, you know what that means? That means I've touched all of your dildos.
Yeah. That means you're a working stiff, Blue.
If you bought a dildo within the last 3 years, I totally had to touch it.
The dildo puns are just coming out everywhere. Huh?
That was a pretty good pun. That's pretty good.
Very good pun. It was.
I gotta say, write that down.
This guy joker.
Wait, what was it?
Blue, you got it. That's tight, man. That's a nice little thing you got there. All right.
All right. Give it up for Chemically Blue. My turn now. All right. So, as we're trying to teach Win Magic how to be a host, you got to realize some of the comics need different things before they get on stage. Before Chemically Blue gets on stage, I usually have to slap him a few times just to calm him down. Otherwise, could you believe what he would do? Anyway, I see you getting up here on the fucking stage. I see you. Come on, man. You got to have something.
81. What's happening, Pete? I can't get over we got fucking legs. That's been a while since I've been here. I don't even know what kind of pants I got on. Hopefully I got pants.
Jeans.
Might have tighty whities. Well, I've been doing a lot of traveling, and that's why I haven't been here. I miss you guys, but me and the wife went on a bunch of road trips. We seen George Clinton. And, he used to wear a diaper back in the day. Now he has to wear one because he's like 85. But on the way down, man, I was loaded up with some White Castles. And, on halfway down every ride, and I'm looking at my wife. She's asleep. I'm driving. And I said, well, I'll let a little pressure off by letting a little silencer out. And she won't. So I let it go. And I got pretty good ass control. So no smell, no foul. So I'm driving another 20 minutes, and then I got to do it again. So I try to ease another one out, and then unknowingly I hit a big ass pothole, and oh my god, woke my wife up, and my ass made a noise that was so loud she thought I ran over an angry guy playing a tuba. I was blasting all over the place. So the ride down there wasn't too comfortable for us, but I was going down for my 40th high school reunion, and we get there, and as soon as I walk in, there's a girl I used to date, and I told the story a while back about these gang members. They used to terrorize our neighborhood, and I refuse to say their name because if I do, they probably come back and whip all our asses. But I refer to them as the Kowinskis. So they would all ride around on one bike. And they would go out and till each one of them have a bike before they go back home. So when they're going back to the reunion, I go in there and I see, oh my goodness, I see her in the background, and she is terrorizing her date, and she was making him beat his own ass. And that's what they did. They would pull over. They wouldn't beat your ass. They would make you beat your ass and make you beat your ass good. So she comes over, and back in the day, I used to call her Biggie Small. Yeah. And that was because one titty was big and one titty was small. Which was great at the time because, some days I might want a little titty, and then one day I might want to have a big titty. Or sometimes I have them both at the same time. So it worked out pretty good. So, I said before that, all the Kowinskis were ugly as hell, and but she had a nice ass. I mean, that's the thing about brothers. I mean, I love ass. I mean, Godzilla could be attacking the city, and if Godzilla had an ass, I'd be running and stop. Wait, Godzilla got a nice ass. So she comes over, and we start reminiscing about things and everything. How you doing?
I see you. I'm sorry, man. You're over.
I'm over.
And you know what? And the first note I'm going to give you, I mean, you wouldn't know this until you did it. It really started picking up as soon as you got to the high school reunion. Like everybody was like all in. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, fart jokes were cute, right? But as soon as you started getting to that the reunion, I understand when you told the fart joke, it was a nice it was a nice segue into like what you were doing. But if you do that, like because the reunion stuff is like so meaty and there's like so much there, like that fart joke should have you took like maybe a minute and a half to tell it. That's like a 30-second joke. Boom, you get right into this reunion stuff because that's already like a 40-year reunion. You fucking road trip with your wife. Already you seeing your big titty, little titty, beating the shit out of people. Amazing. Yeah. Really fun.
So that's my only note. Talk.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, you had everybody at the booty talk.
I had the exact same note. Yeah, that's not even just a comedy thing. Just a even in life thing. When you're telling a story, get to the meat and then heighten. That's always how you write jokes. Like right. I would even like when you're thinking about a story, because I do this personally. I'll I'll write down bullet points of the story that I think are like the I don't know, like the point of it, or like the cool shit that happened, right? And you just try to get to that as quickly as possible. And then beyond that, once you get people laughing, then you can heighten. I mean, people say it's lying, but you can just be like, I mean, the Godzilla thing was a perfect thing of like, oh, she had a big ass, like, and I love ass. The Godzilla thing, it's like that's heightening the joke itself. So yeah, and that's kind of with everybody in everyday thing. The amount of times I've been at a bar and someone's been telling a story and it's been taking too long, much like this explanation, and I've actually yelled in their face, bored. I actually do that in real life. So,
well, I got to pick it up. I had an edible, so I'm kind of.
It was great.
Yeah, no, solid, man. Again, especially as soon as you got to the reunion stuff. So if you're doing the joke club tonight, just get to that way quicker so that you can finish your whole joke.
Okay, yeah, I will. I plan on going on stage.
Yeah, and I love it. I actually really like it when you guys don't get to finish a joke here, so that everybody can hear it again. And everybody here is going to be at Beta Show. They're going to want to listen to the finish of that joke too. So
if I remember,
you'll remember. That's in your body right now, dude. You feeling that shit? It just happened. Get out of here. I love it that you're back, man. Welcome back, ICU.
Good job.
IC. Give it up again for ICU 81. Yay!
81.
Yay! He's so funny. I have to say too, dude, give you props because you always gotta, when you go to like old reunions and you're with your wife, you gotta point out the ugly chicks that you used to date because then they'll all be like, oh yeah, his taste improved now. None of them are ever smart enough to look back and realize that there's a pattern of ugly chicks. Like they just figure your taste improved. So anyway, we're bringing up our next comic now.
No, stop right there. Win.
That's very funny.
Pro move. You just did it. That was awesome. That's such a pro hosting move you just pulled right there. Yay. Well done, man. Well done. I love when I host. I love especially when you're doing open mics and stuff. Even when you're doing regular shows, I find like the camaraderie between comics. You can always tell comics love each other when you can rag on each other. Whatever, and like just when you're hosting, interpreting what's happening real time in the room and making that funny, that really brings the room together, and it also shows your skill level, and it makes everybody know that you're a pro, and it makes the moment super unique. So like, well done. That's all I wanted to say
stop.
there.
You're gonna make me cry.
Hey, Win, that was very funny. Also, ICU, you better have been listening. Take that joke from her. That's yours now, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. You're absolutely right.
I just knocked my water over.
Yeah. Pro moves. Okay, let's go. Let's keep it going.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna bring up our next comic, Amish.
Yeah.
Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. Wow, give it up for Vinny, everybody. Every time I come in, he gives one of these speeches. I'm so motivated. A motivational speech. If you do a producer show and you would be most powerful. That was great, dude. I was like, fuck, I got a producer show. God damn it. raise my powers. Raise my comedy powers. It's true though. It is true. You do raise your comedy powers with the live one. What's up, everyone? I just finished playing a dad on TV, and dude, it was sick. The best part is like all the single moms that want to have sex with you after. It's so nice. It's so good. Like I'm satisfying 2-3 people at a time, so I feel good. You know what I mean? The kids are like, oh my god, and then the mom's just like, she's in that world, so it's great. But recently, my favorite story, I was. Holy shit! A wormhole just almost appeared. But I was with this girl, and she told me she had 3 kids, and she was talking about them being in university. So I just assumed they were grown up, whatever. And anyway, we're having sex, and I'm going at it, and it's great. And I could feel like I thought like the ceiling was leaking. Like I could feel some like water on my cheek, some liquid on my cheek, and I was like looking up, and I'm like, what? There's a leak in this house? And she's laughing at me. She's like laughing, and I'm like, what? And I'm looking up, and I look down. She's like laughing at me, and then she's like, look, and I look down. She's squirting me with milk. I don't mind. I'm very progressive. I don't mind, but like, it's crazy. The thing, it's the milk of God. It's the milk of creation. But the best part, it's actually very healthy. I actually used to have a scar on my cheek right here, totally healed. It's gone, guys. This is the milk of creation, and it healed me. And that's it. That's my 2 minutes. Thanks, guys. You guys have been fantastic. Appreciate it.
That's it. There's so much there.
There's so much. I know. I don't want to go over time.
Dude, she healed you like you were Wolverine after spraying you in the face with breast milk. That's hilarious.
That's it. Yeah. Right?
Oh my god, dude, that's like, okay, there's like all this like that's a whole thing, because now you thought she only had university children, there's a baby somewhere that you've never met.
She just had the kid, and it was so tight. Not to be I don't know how to make that into a joke, but it was not like negative.
This is what I was gonna say to you. I think this joke is, I think it's got so much legs. I think your only risk is sounding like a douchebag. I think if you can avoid sounding like a douche, you know what I mean? Because off the top, no, I mean, like, dude, you like women and you're down to have sex with single mothers, which I think could endear you to the crowd, because a lot of people shit on single mothers with kids. However, the way you went into it was kind of like, you gotta figure out a way to say that better. I'm on set and I'm fucking these bitches. They got kids, whatever. I'm hanging with them all day. You gotta figure out a way to smooth into that. But dude, that story of getting sprayed in the face with breast milk, dude, while having sex and not knowing, that whole thing is great, man. You just gotta. I just think it's very sensitive. I think it's sensitive though, and you gotta watch out how you tell it.
No. You could just.
These are different people though. This is how I go at jokes. You're a different guy, so you tell him what you want to tell him.
But I mean,
try to work in the word titular.
Titular?
Titular.
You could sound like
Google this
you could
shit.
sound like a douche and then make yourself the butt of the joke. So instead of going like, oh, I don't know, like you could have been like, oh, I thought I was crushing it. I thought she was a squirter, but from the top. Like just make yourself sound like an idiot. I was like, are you squirting right now? And then it's like, oh, it's from your tits.
I gotta have a bit. I get what you're saying too about the self humiliation. Like if you come in douchey, you want to self humiliate, and then you're righteous in the comedy. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're not supposed to be.
Oh shit!
Being a dick. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna come in hot douchey like that, it's gonna have to be like, the punchlines are gonna have to be coming like fire, right? That's the thing, man. You're coming in hot douche. You gotta feel like crazy with it, man. That's all.
If you come in hot douche, you gotta spray as much as her tits did.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta spray it. You gotta. It's gotta be like that tight, or you can't go too far with hot douche.
Hi, Amish.
Hey, baby, what's up?
Good to see you, bud.
How efficient to just stay in Brampton and do a mic like this. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. It was great.
Buddy,
Can I add one more thing, guys?
It's so funny. What's up?
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
It would be hilarious. So, like, women lactate when there's crying going on. And you could work that as like, I just thought it was a natural part of it. And then she says, don't worry, my kid does the same thing.
That's funny. You know what? That's great, because you know what? Maybe I think that's the information that comes in. It's like you have your joke. It's like, you know what? Maybe she just started lactating because I was crying, or whatever. And you drop that in, like, that makes a lot of. That's, dude. This is a very strong premise, man.
That's good. Yeah. I gotta get that in there.
One more. Yeah. And then I don't know if I passed out because I came or because I was full.
That's a baby joke. Yes,
baby joke.
You turned it into a baby.
Yeah. Does she burp me? Can she burp me? No, you can't burp me. But definitely go to sleep.
Good. Yeah.
That's so good.
I'll write that down. She squirted. First, she's then really squirted in your mouth. Then she burps. Anyways, you got a whole joke here. Okay. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, congrats on getting late.
Right.
Thanks, man.
Give it up for Amish. And who's next on the platform? Don't you guys think Wind is kind of sexy there? What do you think? Anyway,
don't hit on your co-host, you perv.
That's the first thing you do. How do you think Sonny met Cher? Come on.
We do that all the time. Yeah, you hit on me a bunch of times. Yeah.
Okay. Hit on your co-host, you perv.
All right. I mean, tried with Crow, but the mating season for a crow is not till March, apparently. So, anyway, we have a few new people. We have a few new people here. So I mean, like mole people. You want to try? Yeah. You want to try coming up? You want to
I don't have any material.
No, that's cool. That's cool. And then we have. You're moving around too much and flying there. Pop something. Pop goes.
Pop smoke.
Pop smoke.
How you doing?
You want to try coming up, man?
No, I'm good.
Doing the set. All right. Dookie B.
Yeah, what's funny out there?
Dookie B. Anything? Dookie B, everyone.
Mr. Weinstein. Mr. Weinstein. You have a
Hey guys. Duke is my nephew. Shout out to everybody. Hey yo, what up, Josh?
Hey,
What up?
Hey
now. Everybody.
What's up? What's up?
Okay, so this is gonna be another boring ass fight joke. Don't ever, guys.
Come on, nephew.
Don't ever fight people who cannot feel pain. There are certain type of people who can't feel pain. So I was at a Felician College, and it's in Jersey. So they call themselves the Crimson Brothers. And they claim I think it was only one brother, older brother, that couldn't feel pain. And there's actually a disease according to that. And I think younger brother could feel pain. So, okay. The older brother was like, hey, he wanted to fight me. And I was like, we should not fight. Fighting is wrong. And he was like, dude, I can beat you. And I was like, dude, I can knock you out one punch, dude. And he was like, oh, punch me. I was like, dude, I don't want to fight. But he told me that he was gonna fuck me up if I didn't punch him. So I punch him, and he's fucking bleeding from his nose, like he's just gushing. And he's like freaking the fuck out. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh fuck, I felt so bad,
Tell me this story, nephew.
And that's a joke, man.
No, Cody, where you going? Get back on stage,
Dookie. Make him stay. Continue story now.
Okay, first of all, I gotta ask: are you actually related to this guy? Are you actually related to Pop Smoke, or is he just a weirdo? I don't know.
Just a weirdo.
Okay, cool. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, like I definitely like. I actually think your stories are hilarious. I think there's way more detail. I think that you're a little bit monotone when you're telling these stories. I think you need to get into it a lot more. I think the fact that you have all of these fight stories is just so ridiculous to me. I think like because whatever, stand-up lends itself to one-man shows, and I think that just because you have so many of these fucking ridiculous fight stories, I think that's like, if you have an hour of fight stories, I would love to hear them. But your storytelling
only lasts like a couple of seconds, man.
Yeah.
Maybe like a minute.
Maybe. Okay, cool. So what my advice is, I think you need to be more detailed and get more into the story, because storytelling is kind of a little bit different from like your style is kind of like if you're like doing a setup punch kind of a thing, and like it's just all clever joke, and you're constantly hitting people with punchlines. I get how you can just be super relaxed, kind of sit there. But if you're telling a story, especially a fight story, I really think that you got to have a lot more detail, and you have to get into it a little more. You know what I mean? Not as monotone. Like, dude, after you punch somebody in the face, that's a thing that happens, and they're gush. You punch this guy in the face, gushing blood. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like punch in the face, gushing blood. Yo, man, that shit is. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. You know what I mean? And you got to make people feel that. Make people feel the story. You know? I don't know. You got anything to say?
I'm just gonna say that was great because you terrify me. Even in VR, you have blood on your shorts in VR. So I think it was great.
Really helped. That really helped those kids.
That's super funny.
No, I agree. I agree with Rodney, man. Just compile the stories and then get to it and heighten. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, detail.
Like, describe it behind story, right?
Yeah, the emotions, you're trying to find what the really funny thing is about it. So you just try to find the emotions. Another thing you can do is it's called I can't remember the actual thing, but like taking a different perspective. So like how you see things, how the person who got hit sees things, how another person who would look sees things. So you do different perspectives to try to find different versions of the same joke because
like
no two
reading
stories
like you're
are the
reading a
same.
book, right? It's like you're reading a book and you're getting inside the character's head. And if you're telling a story, you're essentially doing what a novelist would do, right? So yeah, man, like absolutely, so agree with that.
Can I ask you two guys a question about your initial advice? Because like, he's got like the Mitch Hedberg shades on, and I'm wondering, like, is there no way to do it in sort of like he's cool about the fact that he fights people regularly, and that's
it's
part of
fine.
what's
Like,
funny,
you know what?
or-
It's hard. I hate having to tell somebody like this is what you should do. Like, I take my notes with a grain of salt personally because everybody has a character, everybody's got a shtick. You're absolutely right, but I mean, a story. Fucking Emmy. A story.
Hey, man, I'm not for fighting, but if you have to defend yourself, I 100% agree defending yourself.
I'm saying, like, if you're going to tell a story, even if you're going to be telling it with that attitude, like you're going to need more detail. No matter what, you're going to need the detail.
For sure.
And I mean, I don't care how cool you are. When something fucked up happens, you know, you change a bit. So, like, no one's telling me he's got to like not be cool. But I mean, fuck, man, everybody gets freaked out by something sometimes, right? And a story needs levels.
Dude, if you go into a fight, you're 100% fear, but you overcome it.
I think that's hilarious for some reason. You gotta add these motivational speeches that you're just doing. That's so funny, man. Anyway, sorry. I love the angle you're taking. I think you're super funny. I think you got to keep doing it. And like, I want to hear more of these fight stories, man.
Gotcha, man.
Okay,
Awesome.
Okay, let's keep going.
Great job, nephew.
Give it up for. Is it Dookie or Doki or Doc?
Great job, nephew.
Dookie
I like
B.
to take a shit on people.
Okay, Dookie B.
Don't let Rodney answer for
Give
you.
it up for Dookie
This is how you
B.
say his name.
I'd also like to point out:
Rhymes with poop.
do not fight a woman who has given birth,
Oh,
because
damn, wait a
those
minute now.
bitches are dumb. They don't get it. They will go back for more pain. I mean, really, they are literally squeeze an entire human out of their vagina.
Oh my god!
And a year later, they're still sleep deprived. Some of them are still squeezing milk out of their titties, and they're saying, "Hey, I might want to do this again." So do not fight a woman who has given birth.
I don't do that.
And they're dating Amish.
Okay.
They're dating Amish. Okay, let's give it up for our next comic, Joker Cardi. Joker Cardi.
Hey, that's my cousin right there.
All right. So guys, good to see everybody again. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to join you for the beta show, but I will be here for now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to look around, world maps and try to figure out, different places to go. In Egypt, they actually name a lot of places after their gods. I don't know if you've heard of their nudist beach. Kind of a cool thing. They do not have a cover charge. So that's nice. No, you've got to be body positive, right? A lot of things going on in Israel. I was thinking about, they have these guys called, I think they're called moils. They do the circumcisions, which is not a good living, but they do make good tips. So there is that. No, this next story is something I've actually read. It's not one of my own, but I do think it's kind of a sweet...
Sorry, interrupting. Move the mic stand real quick. It's distracting the shit out of me. Yeah, just get it out of the way. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
Okay. So it's not one of my own, but it is kind of a sweet story about an older couple. They're celebrating, just kind of being married for 50 years, and his eyesight's gone to heck, and she's not what she used to be, but they still love each other, and they want to do something nice for each other, still do their date nights. He doesn't buy her very many expensive things, but one day he decides to go in to this lingerie store and get her a fancy piece of negligee. See through all the works, but he wants to get her something really nice. So he talks to the gal. He can't even see through it, but he just trusts her. It's the most expensive thing they have. She puts it in a box. He takes it home, puts it upstairs on the bed, and then just waits at the bottom of the stairs for her to go and find her surprise upstairs. Mm-hmm. She gets home. She walks up. She sees the box laid out on the bed, but he forgot to take the price tag off. She figures, well, knowing what it costs now, and he's got terrible eyesight, I'm just going to pretend like I'm wearing it at the top of the stairs and pretend like I took it off before he takes me to the bed. Done deal, and I get however much this is worth back at the store. So She's standing at the top of the stairs, and she says, "Okay, I'm wearing it." He comes around, looks up at her, and says, "Well, gee, for $100, you think they would have ironed it?"
Damn.
There you go.
Ah, she was an old bitch. Okay, guys. So I have actually just one very detailed note for you, and that's it. Because the Boyle joke, the Jewish joke that you had there, I think instead of saying good tips, is they get a lot of tips. I think if you say good tips and you're talking about kid dicks and you're saying kid dick tips are good, I don't know if that's like yeah. So like I know to tip good is the actual saying, but they're referring it to kid dicks. I don't think it's good. But I think saying a lot of tips. I think saying a lot of tips is funny. Yeah, and it refers to like how many dicks they're chopping off. So yeah, I thought it was a really funny joke. Yeah. Kid dicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my note. What do you got, Sam? You're on mute, buddy.
That lingerie joke, did you write that?
No, it was a story I read years ago.
Okay. I was just like, man, I haven't heard a street joke in forever. That's awesome.
It's been a while since I wrote one that long myself, but I like that one.
I like it too. Hell yeah. I'm gonna also tell that at parties. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that's what I got.
Thanks,
Write
guys.
more. I like your style, man. Write more of the. And it was the reason why it's so easy to decipher the one that you didn't write from the one that you did write, because you're like a setup punch. You're a quick writer, you know, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So you did that long one. It was just like, okay, that's not his. So keep it up, man. I know writing like you do, it's hard work because it's a lot of jokes, but funny, man, and you're dark, and I like that. So
I've been recording them now.
one-liners as well, so I think a lot of comics do start that way. So it's the perfect way to start. So yeah.
So can I ask you guys, like, I've been recording my jokes. I will though. I will. That was like I was being polite, but I'm just gonna ask you anyways. So I've been recording my one-liners and stuff, but the trouble I'm having right now is turning that into a story. I'm trying to do like a story up to the punch, and it seems like I'm getting there too quick.
Let me answer. I'll give an answer, and then you
that we
give an
don't need to
answer.
talk about on
Okay.
stage.
I have a short answer. My short answer is don't worry about that. Just keep writing as many as you can, because cool thing about one-liners is you don't necessarily need segues. And I believe that a person's mind works a certain way, and eventually you will be able to make a story out of it eventually. But I don't think it's necessary right now. That's my opinion. I don't know what you think, Sam.
100%. So just worry about, because there's different comedy philosophies and stuff, but like you got to learn. It's baby steps. You have to learn how to write a joke to be able to deconstruct it and moving on. So just write one-liners. Get good at that, and then your natural voice will eventually come out. And here's the cool thing. You could not have a natural voice beyond just one-liners and be like a Hedberg or a Tell, or you know what. And the cool thing about that is like the non sequiturs between the jokes. Like if you're talking about fucking somebody and then the next joke is about petting your dog.
I hate turkeys.
That in itself becomes its own joke, because you're the whiplash of like, what the fuck are we talking about? So yeah, just write your one-liners. Don't force yourself. That goes for everybody.
Cool.
Just write and try to be funny. Don't force.
Yeah, do what you do, man. Do what you naturally do.
Also, one-liners, if you keep tagging them, can end up longer and longer, and end up potentially getting some kind of story qualities to them too. And
that happens naturally, because the way your brain works, you keep going back to topics, and then they cut, like Rodney said, they come together.
Exactly. That's the perfect explanation. Yeah, and naturally will coalesce into like a story, because that's the way your brain works. Yeah.
You're gonna coagulate.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, instead of trying to sequence your one-liners into a story, let the one-liners develop potentially into stories themselves. You can extend your intro into them in interesting ways, and tag until it's a story in and of itself, and then you have a lot of stories potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Or we can all quit comedy.
Yeah, fuck that.
No.
Never. We're all addicted.
Yeah.
Great job, man.
All right.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
great, Joker. Good job,
Man,
I don't know. Do we have time for any more? We're at
That is
8:26
our
right now.
show.
Yeah, okay,
That
cool.
is our show, I think.
Yeah, we got a few minutes.
Yeah, that was nice.
Unless we have a
Hey,
quick
that was nice.
Nice. That was
Any
awesome.
closing words? Voodoo, Vinny? Sam?
You know what? I'll toss it. I love it when Sam's here. It's so much fun to work with Sam. I don't know if you got anything closing. I opened it. I don't know.
Any
if you wanna
advice for Win
close.
Magic as she's doing her first hosting? Any extra tips you want to throw her way? We didn't really focus on hosting.
Congrats,
Okay,
baby
good.
comic. Congrats to everybody. I don't know. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad I popped in. I'm gonna go. I gotta go. I gotta get to another show.
Your
But
thing.
yeah,
Oh,
thanks
cool.
for me.
Your
Yeah,
thing,
yeah. I
doing the
just
show. Awesome. Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Sam.
Really awesome. Yeah, Wind. You know what, man? I think you're fine. I think you're all great. I think it's going to be a great show. So yeah, just if you do what you guys did here, yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. So yeah, everybody sign up for the beta show if you want in. And great
Comics, meet backstage, quarter 2, so we can get the lineup going and figure all that out.
Fantastic class, man. This was so much fun. So much fun. Okay, I'll talk to you guys.
Yeah,
Love you.
okay.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Late
Sam.
too.
Fucking awesome, man. Always love this show, dude.
No problem.
Really
man.
great.
Hey, now.
We should
It's
Okay.
time, so I
Damn,
wanted
you
to
done
pop
knocked
on
the
real
chair
quick.
over.
Did you get my message today?
You done knocked the
Guys
chair
have
over and
time
shit.
That's okay.
Let's talk tomorrow. Let's talk. 'Cause I love that place as an example.
You done knocked the
So,
chair over.
yeah.
I went to a
what's up,
bunch
bro?
of different places, so I have
Okay.
How
you doing?
I have some ideas. Real
Oh,
quick.
how you doing?
You good?
Would you be okay with me?
You did what? You
funding
did excellent, cuz.
somebody
You did
building
excellent.
something
a party.
You did
Oh,
excellent.
Horizon World.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I took the stairs off.
Where my nephew at about the
However, I would
Oh,
definitely.
no, what are you? Hey, nephew.
Because I didn't know you did that.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Okay,
All right,
cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's
beat an
really
ass
great that
and
you want to do
shit.
that. Okay, sick. I'm
You
out
should
of here too.
have
All right,
told
talk
me
to
this
you guys
story a
later.
long time ago. I mean.